Hi, this is Brandy Shampoo with Exploring Expression, and welcome to another Check Out This Book. This is the series where I share some of my favorite books with you. And I have a fantastic one today that I actually discovered while I was planning for our plant unit study. And we were planning on doing Dandelion's Magic and the Dandelion Seed, which I've already shared before on this channel, so go back and take a look at those as well. And this one just fit in so well with them. And I'm going to show you why here in just a second, and then I'm going to read this book. It's called In a Nutshell by Joseph Anthony, illustrated by Chris Arbo. You recognize those names, right? They actually wrote the Dandelion Seed, right? And what I love so much about it is when the dandelion seed lands in the forest, see if I can find it. Right here, see that? What is that? That's a nutshell. Just like this one, right? So this is called In a Nutshell. So before I start reading it, go ahead and click the like and subscribe and hit that notification button and all of those things so that you can be notified each time I have a new book to share, which I put out a couple times a month, as well as all of our board game reviews and all of the wonderful content we have here at Exploring Expression. All right, you ready? Let's get started. This is called In a Nutshell. Dawn sparkled on the great forest. Move that back a little bit. There we go. High in the treetops, plump acorns were leaving their sunlit home and falling into darkness below. One little acorn wanted to stay in the light forever, but soon it lost its grip and fell too. I love the pictures in this book. A moment later, it landed with a thump and lay still. The forest floor was very, very dark. Somewhere deep inside, the acorn knew it must get back to the sunlight. It would have to break free of its shell and become bigger than it was. So, when the season was right, the acorn burst open. It pushed out roots and a stem and stretched itself into a tiny sapling. The sapling took food from the wet soil. It soaked up every drop of light its tiny leaves could reach, and it grew a little more each day. As days passed into years, the sapling discovered that becoming an oak wasn't easy. Hungry mouths nibbled it. Vines choked it. Sometimes it was icy cold. At other times, it was burning hot. Hard times helped make the sapling strong as it grew into a tree. Yet even the strongest trees weren't safe from everything. Look, some of its friends were turned into a house. They're building a house. Still, it kept on growing and reaching for the sun. And now the house is finished. And look how tall the tree is now. Years passed. What was once a small acorn became the tallest tree in the forest, with deep roots and sturdy branches. There they are. Now it's a swing. Countless leaves touched the sunlight. They turned the light into life that filled the tree and flowed over. And look what happened to that little house. It became a great big house. It dropped acorns of its own, giving life to little oak trees and food to the forest creatures. To many, the tree gave a home. Look what's in it. See if I can turn this. There it is. But when it was old and tired, and its limbs and roots were rotten, the mighty tree could grow no more. Its life as an oak tree was almost over. The only way for it to become bigger than it was now was to die. There it is, old. And the house is old too. It's a very old tree. When the tree fell, its crash shook the whole forest. Worms and bugs took the tree's life and returned it to the soil. Finally, the tree became a pile of rich, dark earth. No one remembered that it was once a living tree grown from an acorn. Here it is. These are called decomposers. And look what happened to the house. Someone fixed it. And they sold it to another family. It seemed that the oak was gone forever when another tree was planted there. The life of the oak passed from the soil into the new tree, a cherry tree. Look at that. When the cherry tree grew up, birds ate the fruit, scattering cherry trees and new life all through the forest. Until the life of the little acorn became part of everything. What are they eating? Right there. Cherry pie. The end. That was In a Nutshell by Joseph Anthony, illustrated by Chris Arbo. I love these books, and I hope you enjoyed it too. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Until then, I'll see you later.